Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Sense and Style by Jace and my name is Jason. On this channel what we discuss is dapper gentleman's fashion and pairing that with the perfect fragrance. So if you're into that kind of content, please feel free to subscribe and follow for any videos that are upcoming and be notified when I do upload new content. Ahead on this video, I'm going to be discussing the experience that I had the other night with Libertine Perfumery. It was a masterclass on niche perfumery, and the main house that was focused on during this experience and this masterclass was Roja Dove. Absolute fantastic gentleman. He actually spoke for a good hour and gave us the stories and some of the ideas behind some of his, worldwide, bestsellers. And what I'd like to do today is share some of those stories that he did share the other night, because I know that whenever we try a fragrance, we always make up our own story purely by the notes that are in there. But it was fantastic to get an insight into a perfumer's world on the story and what he wants us to smell and what he wants us to experience and think about when we first smell that new fragrance. Now, the first fragrance I'd like to speak about was Enigma, as you can see. So, worldwide bestseller. The story behind this one was all thinking about you're walking down Pall Mall in London and there's a row, this street has a row of gentlemen's clubs, cigars, cognacs, dapper style fashion gentlemen inside. Now, it was as if you were walking past and you saw through a window and there was a gentleman and you just saw the back of his head. But in there, if you were to see this gentleman, when you looked at him, he was presentable, but it wasn't like a non-offensive and it wasn't a standoffish person. So it was if this person was coming towards you as you walked into that club, which is quite fascinating. So what he wanted was when you sprayed this and when you first smelt it, there was a brightness that really came off it, but then it did dry down a little bit into more of those vanillas, into that benzoin, into that cognac, and into that tobacco. So I've already sprayed this one on, and you really get that. Some people have said that it smells a little bit like a cola lolly, which I do understand, but there's a bit more to it than that. Got some beautiful tobacco in there. You can smell that boozy note, but it's not too heavy. Some boozy notes can be very heavy, but this one isn't. But absolutely lovely. Just beautiful for a gentleman. Night out, absolutely. And it's just perfectly pairs with a suit. I've heard some people say that they even wear this one to weddings. So highly recommended. Enigma. Next, we're going to talk about Elixir. Female leaning, a bestseller again for the house. Now this one, it's more than just the rose, that raspberry, vanilla, and peach. The story that Roja gave behind this, he wanted this to be, yes, it's a beautiful woman, and you're feeling a lot of love for that woman when you first meet this person, but she's casting a spell on you without you knowing about it. So it's really got that feminine power to it, but it's really got that story behind it, and it's got that ferociousness without you knowing about it. So absolutely gorgeous scent, this one. I'm already getting in the air. I can get those florals. And there's that rose that you can smell at the top, but it's not too, sort of old and dated rose. It's actually a very modern style. And I'm getting that peach and that vanilla in there as well. Fantastic fragrance. Elixir. Next, we're going to talk about one that isn't too widely known. I mean, especially down here in Australia. Definitely overseas it certainly is, but this is Manhattan. So this one came out, it was a bit of a phenomenon. So it came out in America first, did really well in the small amount that they actually brought out, the limited release, and then they brought it out in England, and what they had went in a day. And it's not too hard to understand why, because I've already smelt this one, so I'm already getting this one in the air at the moment. But Manhattan, it's all based, it's a 1920s style speakeasy, but it's not so much that dirty leather and tobacco in the air and that sort of thing. The difference with this one is that it's meant to be that you are leaving that speakeasy at about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So you're getting the remnants of that speakeasy as you're leaving, but you're getting that bright freshness of a New York morning. But as you get it, you do get a little bit of that tobacco. It does have that coconut that breaks it up a little bit, but not too much booze in there, but the freshness really plays beautifully. So this one, lovely for a gentleman. I reckon a woman could wear this as well, but absolutely fantastic. Manhattan. And last one I'm going to speak about, this one doesn't need much mention. It is absolutely huge all around the world, and it is Elysium. So fantastic. Now, the beautiful story that he gave with this one is, what does paradise mean to everybody? What does it mean to people? Now, he also went on to say, who is that hero in your life? So when we're born, when we're children, our hero is our father. As we get older, especially us gentlemen, our heroes become, our sporting idols, our best friends, that sort of thing. For women, a little bit different. It becomes, their father, or as they get a little bit older, for those women who have partners, and some of them have boyfriends, they have fiancés, they have husbands, they have de factos, but they have lifelong partners. So basically the underpinning story is, what does your hero smell like in paradise? So it's just beautiful how the story comes. Now with Elysium, so it's going to have some beautiful brightness. It's going to have that freshness, as we know. But he was saying with this one, it's also lined with musk at the top, in the middle, and at the base notes. So that musk really gives that, just that sensual, vibe to it, which plays beautifully, like, carnal type. And that is just gorgeous. This is spring, this is summer, but it's definitely that male hero in your life, the hero in paradise. But thanks everybody for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned for any future videos and content that I upload in the future. Thank you.